Hey guys, it's Saturday evening here in the Philippines, and I am doing my second challenge video for the weekend. This is the Matchbox challenge for David Beeson. And this one was a little tough to put together. You would think this one would be simple because most people should have a lot of Matchbox and Hot Wheels if they're a collector. But I really don't. I have a lot of Hot Wheels, but not many Matchbox cars. A bunch of Green Light, a bunch of Johnny Lightning, some Auto World, and some really off-the-wall brands like Mini GT and Kyosho and things like that, but I don't really have many of those guys either. I guess the reason I didn't have many Matchbox because I've been focusing more on like rubber tire premium cars, and Matchbox really didn't start doing mini 1/64th premium rubber tire cars until the past couple of years. So that's why I've kind of avoided their brand because I've just tried to limit myself on buying everything. So all I really have are like really sentimental type of Matchbox cars, and I got two of them in front of us right now. This is the square body wreckers that they came out with back in like 90s, and I think these two are from 99 and 2000. This one's from 99, and the reason it's so special is because it says Ron's on the side, so it's perfect for me because my name's Ron, and it's actually how I made my sign on my auto sell place. It's written the same way as like on the tow truck, as you can see. So that's why these are kind of special to me. I put these out with this diorama on another table all the time. And this one is really cool. Matchbox is somewhat like cheap, even cheaper than Hot Wheels when it comes to making the mainline stuff. As you can see, this truck has no interior bucket whatsoever. So it's still a cool square body GMC wrecker. I like it. It has my name written all over it, so that's the one reason I do like it. This is the second release of Ron's Towing. This is the 2000. Obviously, there's some collector set, Matchbox 2000, so this is the green one. And I also have both of these carded. Once again, because of the sentimental reason, it's got my name all over it. So it's the reason I have a set of loose and a set of carded ones. I didn't bring out the carded ones because I like showing the loose stuff. It's easier to look at and you get to see some of the details of it. And actually, let me give you a closer look. It's just, as I said, these are kind of like basically toys. So the grill's cool, has the GMC logo in the grill. Not much detail painting, although the tampos are really cool. It does look like your typical tow truck type tampos that you would see on a real, I don't even know what to call these hook style tow trucks, but yeah, this is what I would have seen like running around the gas stations and neighborhoods back in the 80s and 90s, except the back would have been dual wheels, but that's the only difference. So pretty cool. Now the next one that I have is also a little bit sentimental because it's Cleveland, the city of Cleveland, Ohio, my hometown. So this is like their government worker truck, probably an employee of the mayor. And this is the real like city logo, the city seal, they would call it. So it looks really cool. That's why I picked this up. Actually, they had a whole like little set dedicated to Cleveland back in 99 or 2000. They had this Tahoe, and then they had a school bus that was for Rocky River Elementary School, which was a suburb of Cleveland. Then they had the Cleveland Fire Department fire truck and a Cleveland police car, which was like a 2000 Chevy Impala. Then they also had the Cleveland garbage truck too. I had all of these, but I gave all the other ones to my kid just because, I don't know, they were more like toyish looking. This is the only one that kind of fit into my collection because of the fact that it's a truck SUV, so I collect trucks and SUVs and other utility type vehicles, so this kind of fit into my collection. And there's the answer to my question. This Cleveland set was from 2000. So, pretty cool little Tahoe, and as I said, it's sentimental because it's from my hometown. Now, the next one is a vehicle that I bought because it's a premium Matchbox. This is when, like, well, after Hot Wheels or Mattel took over Matchbox, and they actually started merging the two castings together. This is an old casting, their K5 Blazer, and this actually reminds me of like the K5 that was in the Jaws movie, the original. But what's really cool about this is the first time they ever put rubber tires on this truck. And these are actually rubber tires from Hot Wheels. These are Real Riders and the 5 slots from Hot Wheels. But they put them on the Matchbox. It's got a little bit of grill detail. Not much. Still, the grill is a little bit too flat, too like toyish looking. But hey, they did their best efforts to make it look a little better than like your usual mainline one. Still plastic chassis. They didn't do metal on metal, but still yet not bad. And tail light details. It's got a hitch on this one, which is pretty cool. It's still got the flag mount too, or antenna mount, but it didn't come with that plastic like whip style antenna that they did on some of the really old castings. So very cool truck. This is like one of my, I can't say favorites in my square body collection, but it's my only like Blazer with rubber tires at the moment. This came out before Greenlight released theirs, and nobody has gotten any of the Greenlight K5s in stock. So this is my only K5 Blazer at the moment, but it's a cool one to have. So I do like this. So guys, this is my only 4 1/64th Matchbox trucks actually. But what I do have, and as I said in my video yesterday, I was going to be a little different than everyone else. I do have about 7 of the Matchbox Yesteryear 143rd cars, which are really, really nicely detailed 143rds. And I have them because I started collecting like 143rds as a side collect, but kind of slowed down on it because of the fact I don't have much room and I really like my 164 stuff. So I actually started eliminating some of the 143rd collection. But I did keep my iconic Chevelles and Blazers and Camaros and things like that, my Chevy type of 143rd muscle cars and trucks. And then obviously I would have kept all my Mopars too, and my G-bodies and some other special ones. But anyways, the Matchbox Yesteryears, I think, as I said, I have about 6. I have 7 here, but the one is going to a friend. I sold him my Olds 442 convertible one, and it's in this box here. So I'm going to take it out and show you guys before it goes to its new home in the next couple of weeks. As I said, I'm just keeping my Chevys and my Mopars and G-bodies, and that's about it. So maybe next week, next weekend, maybe I'll give you guys a look at all the other 143rds in my collection, which probably isn't more than 10 others besides these that I'm going to show you tonight. But yeah, it's something that I collect, but not too much because of the room situation here. I do not have much room. But these things are really, really nice. Matchbox actually did a superb job on these cars. As you could see, even the Oldsmobile Rally wheels are perfect. Even the centers are painted body color the way they would have been in 70. The paint job, the stripe, everything's perfect. It's even got detailed dash, steering wheel, 4-speed shifter knob down in there. Very, very nicely done. As I said, I hate to kind of see this guy go, but I have to stick with like some type of restrictions on collecting, especially since I brought in my 164 collecting and I'm buying some Euro and JDM stuff, so I have to get rid of some things because I'm the kind of person that does not just put things in boxes. Everything I own is on display, so everything you guys see in these videos is out on display. Some way, somehow, we have them like strategically placed throughout our apartment. So it's kind of a little bit, how can I say, cluster of things here in the apartment with the die-cast stuff. So that's why we're eliminating some of the 143rd cars. But we are keeping some, and we'll still buy some if they're Mopars. But this is the 70 Alls 442. Very beautiful car, and as I said, unfortunately he is leaving me and will be going to a new home in a couple of weeks. But it's going to a good home, so I know the guy that's buying it's my best friend here. He's a big General Motors fan, so this will definitely be in good hands with him. I'm a big GM fan too. It's just, as I said, my 164 stuff is my priority nowadays, especially since I'm doing YouTube stuff. It's kind of best to stick with one scale, but as I said, one day here soon I'll show you guys some of the other 143rd stuff I have, and if I get any 143rd cars, I'll be sure to do videos on them. I've got some Jada 124th cars coming because, as I said, I still collect bigger scales. It's just I have to kind of set some restrictions on it. But I will be doing some 124 Jada unboxings in a couple of weeks too. So here is the second one. Actually, I'll do the Blazer first because this is a rare one and a really cool one. This is the Generation 1 C10 Blazer, and it's a 69, I believe. It's a really cool looking truck. And they did a fantastic job with the chassis and everything. Sorry guys, I forgot to show you the chassis on the Olds, which is really nicely detailed too. As you can see, even the transfer case is there with front and rear drive shafts. Leaf springs are painted, gas tanks painted. They have underneath engine detail, but the hoods do not open. Most of these 143rd cars by Matchbox Yesteryear does not have any opening parts except for this guy. This guy actually has a opening tailgate and rear window, which is rare. These 143rds by Matchbox Yesteryear never really came with opening features. For that matter, a lot of 143rd cars don't come with opening features. I think they feel that it takes away from the body lines, which I highly agree on. That's one thing I don't like about the M2 164th cars. A lot of guys love the features that open, but sometimes it really affects their realistic look at the body lines, and sometimes it really affects like the parts lining up properly. But yeah, this one has the rear opening tailgate and rear hatch, which is really cool. This is probably my favorite Blazer, even more so than the K5, the second gen. So really cool truck. So let's move along with a couple more Chevys. These are my Chevelles. I have Camaros, just not Matchbox Camaros, but my Chevelles are by Matchbox. So actually, let's start with the oldest one. And this is my favorite Chevelle, 66. And this is in like a bronze color, black vinyl top. Did a great job replicating the 66 hubcaps, which the hubcaps kind of looked like Krager wheels, but they were actually hubcaps, not wheels, in 66. The SS hood. So this would have been like 396. Not sure. They had 3 horsepower ratings in 66, 3 1/4, 360, and 375. 66 was the only year with that weird 360 rating. After 66 and 67, the 396 was 3 1/4, 350, and 375. But 66 was 360. I think it was the cam specs that were different. In 66, I think it had a little bit bigger lift. So that's what I think made that extra 10 horsepower. But this is a really beautiful car. Super Sport emblem there. The interior is nicely done. It's also like a bronze colored interior. The dash, you can kind of get a look at in there. It actually has the stainless trim on it, like 66 had. The stainless center and the steering wheel, as you can see in there. Very nicely done by Matchbox on these. It's even got the bumperettes, which was an option. These were not standard on 66. Underneath detail, very nice. Dual exhaust, bottom of the engine, gas tank detail. Yeah, so this has some kind of not strange, but not common options. As you can see, it's console car. It has a automatic transmission. You can tell with the T-handle shifter. But really cool. They did add that extra detail on these cars, and they're heavy. These are all die-cast. Actually, the chassis on these are die-cast too, whereas a lot of 143rd stuff you see does not have die-cast chassis. It's usually plastic chassis. So next in line is my second favorite Chevelle, the 70. And this is based on the 454 LS6, the most powerful big block produced by GM that was put into a factory car. 450 horse is what they were rated at for insurance purposes, but I think they made more than that. And this is one of the iconic color combinations, this dark metallic blue, the white SS stripes. And this is cool because it's got the white interior. It's a 4-speed car. As you can see, the big shifter for the 4-speed sticking up there. They even got it right with the black carpet too, which is usually standard white interior would have like the black carpet. So very nicely done. And there's a little bit of gauge detail in there on the dash, not much, but a little bit. And the grille headlight area is nicely done. Even the hood has decal induction emblems on it. So really cool. Rally 2 or Magnum 500 style rallies, I should say. The SS rallies. White letter Goodyear polyglass tires. Chrome tips on the exhaust. And pretty much just like the 66 underneath. Engine detail, that Chevy orange. That's so familiar for the Chevy engines. Then the rear bumper is nicely done. It's got the black insert on the bumper with the SS emblem, red tail lights. So they did a superb job on the 70 also. Very cool car. So these I really dig, even though they're a little big for my collection, but still I absolutely love them. So the last three Matchboxes in my collection. So after you see these, the next three, that'll put me at 10. And actually that is all the Matchboxes I have in my collection. I do have doubles of the tow trucks, but they're in another room. And the packages, no sense in showing you them twice. So let's move on to my Mopars. Here is the 69 Charger. And this one you've seen in my Charger review and comparison video. Very nice car. And it's, I don't know if this is a Hemi car or not. Doesn't say, unless that emblem on the vinyl top distinguishes something. But I don't think it says Hemi. Not sure what that says. I cannot read it. It could say Hemi, but I don't know. Anyways, it's very nicely done car. This is supposed to have like aftermarket, like either American or Krager style wheels. Not so accurate on like the aftermarket 5-spoke wheels, but still yet not bad. It's got the saddle color interior. This is also like a automatic car, as you can tell by the shifter and the console. Chrome center on the steering wheel. They did a really nice job on these. Once again, I know I've said that a few times. And then the chrome gas cap. RT badge between the tail lights. I even got the backup lights and the roll pan there. And the trumpet style tips. So another nicely done car by Matchbox Yesteryear. And the other two are also Mopars, and I think you've seen them before too. Actually, I did a 70 B-body review video, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, and these two guys were in there. This is the 70 Plymouth GTX in sublime green, and then I have the 70 Roadrunner also, and it's in a more like dark forest green. I'm not sure what they called it. Could have just been dark green poly, may have been the name. They were pretty famous at using that word poly. If it wasn't a high impact color, it was usually like dark poly blue, light poly blue. But a lot of guys with that medium poly blue, or it was light poly blue, just went with the paint code and called it B5. But that was the only paint color that caught on by going with the paint code number. Everything else was just called poly green, poly brown, or whatever. So great job on this. Great job with duplicating the Mopar rallies. Great looking wheels. They would have looked nice on that Charger. The Charger would have been really nice if it would have had the Magnum styles like the 70 Chevelle. But hey, not too bad with the Krieger wannabe type wheels on it. This has the air grabber hood, which is pretty cool. It's got the air grabber scoop up. GTX emblem in the grille. Detailed chassis once again. So these things are really great. I'm trying to move these 164s out of the way and give you guys a better look at the 143s, because sometimes those tow trucks we see in videos whenever we have this diorama out here. So trying to give you a better look at these 143s, because these do not come out too often. So last but not least is the, well, like I said, green poly, or like maybe it's light green poly, something like that. It's like a metal flake color. This is the Roadrunner. As you can see the little birdie there, and it is a Hemi car, I believe. Yeah, Hemi on the side vents there, where the GTX emblem usually goes if it's a GTX. And then this one has a go wane on it. Unlike the GTX, does not have the go wane. The go wane's a cool feature. Love the go wanes on like the E bodies and A bodies. Not so much on the B bodies, but they're cool. No, nonetheless, it's still a cool feature. And this one just has like the Plymouth badge in the grille. Once again, air grabber, and this one has the black hood stripe and deck lid stripe. Once again, great job on these Mopar rallies. And back here, Plymouth emblem, but no bird. Huh. I was hoping to see like a little Roadrunner guy back there. I couldn't remember. I don't take these out of the case very often, but you got the Roadrunner up here. That's better than nothing. So very cool car. Yeah, I love the 70, love the 71 more, and I do have a 143rd of the 71, but it's more like a hot rod look. It's from Hot Wheels, actually, from their Black Box series, and it's a really cool 71 in Hemi orange. And they did this car a couple of times, even through the club. They have a Plum Crazy one. They have a green one, but it's not your sublime green. It's your, I don't know, it's not even this green poly color. And this I don't think I would call sublime green either. That may be like mellow yellow or something like that. Sublime is like sassy grass. It's kind of more green than yellow. This has more yellow, so I'm not sure if that's the one that they refer to as mellow yellow or what it was. But anyways, guys, this is my lineup for the Matchbox Challenge. As I said, I only have these 10 to show you, and it is, I don't know, not many. As I said, like my Matchbox collection is very small. That's why I had to bring out the 143rds, or I would have never been able to do this. Didn't put the Olds back up here because, like I said, it's not really mine anymore. It belongs to my buddy. So kind of put him back in the box, and he'll be heading to his new home in a couple of weeks whenever I can get out. Still a little bit skeptical of going places because of the virus and such, so stay home a lot, but we may ship that car to him soon if we can't make it over to his place. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing some muscle cars on Monday, some premium muscle car stuff from Johnny Lightning and Greenlight, maybe a couple from Hot Wheels too. But yeah, so make sure you tune back in for that. That'll be our premium unboxing, our regularly scheduled program for Monday. Then Wednesday, we'll go back to the chase stuff, which I think we'll be doing some green machines on Wednesday. And then maybe next weekend we'll be doing some more challenges. A lot of guys are putting out one challenge right after another. Unless something else comes in. I'm supposed to be getting some orders this week coming, so I may not be able to focus on the challenges next weekend, but if I can, I will. If not, I'll be showing you guys some new stuff next weekend. So anyways, I appreciate all my subscribers. If you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Turn on your notifications so you see all of our videos. And please give me a thumbs up, and if you like it a lot, please share the video. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.